Dr. Hovind's House of Horrors, starring Kent Hovind, Brett Keane, MissingMod, with Stephen Bowlin as Proverbs Guy. Tonight's episode: Witchcraft Based on Manipulation.
Tonight, Daniel Dennett. Never whacked him before. This is going to be fun, okay? And let's see, World Penguin Day coming up next Tuesday. Board in the store to Tilly Dog. Okay. Dr. Kent, the science gent. They don't like I earned three earned and one honorary doctorate degree because they didn't get it from their education mill, which teaches you came from a rock. Daniel, you are certifiably insane. If you had a peaceful neighbor who simply hung out with friends all day and spent all his time working in his own yard, would it be wrong to violently steal that neighbor's baby and kill it and eat it? Oh, your grandma was a fish. Yeah. Why are elephants orange? Oh, yes, sir, massa. Don't beat me, massa. Please, Toby, be good. Okay, let's go here. How on earth did you live so long and be that dumb? We send our kids to universities these days with professors like you to dumb them down to believe they came from a rock. Wow. You're getting close to the time where you're going to have to go talk to this God you don't believe in. I would suggest you get ready for that appointment. There would be no excuse for somebody to say, nobody designed this piece of plastic here. Nobody. Anybody think you're a fool? It's designed to go on the pen cap. I think you'd be a fool to not believe somebody intelligent designed that. Oh, yes, sir, massa. Don't beat me, massa. Please, Toby, be good. Okay, let's go here.
A guy that Kent Hovind and Matt Powell has been buddies with for the longest time apparently got jailed. As many of you know, before we get into the story and why this fucking idiot was imprisoned in the first place, is because Kent Hovind was being friends with a lot of criminals out there, and one of them being a child fucker, such as Mr. Chris Jones. Kent Hovind decided that he believed this guy was redeemable, that he was forgiving the guy, and that it was God's work to support and endorse a child fucking rapist, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he decided. Ironically, whenever it came to supporting good religious folks or spiritual people like myself, I wasn't worthy or had any value to Kent Hovind nor fucking Matt Powell. By the way, Matt Powell is a disgusting ginger hypocrite. He has repeatedly made videos telling the entire world that he wants to execute homosexuals and transgenders and people with strange sexual preferences based upon the Bible, and because of his brainwashed bullshit from a guy called Stephen Anderson, I believe is the guy's name, who is a well-known hate preacher who's been on the news, who mouths off constantly about taking people out due to the Old Testament. I can't stand any of these fucking people. At one point in time, I used to respect them. If I feel like I'm going to be sick or I feel like I'm going to fucking puke, I just simply won't make videos until I'm ready to do it, but I'll leave all my old content up. So what did Piss Jones do, folks? Piss Jones decided that he wanted to fondle more children while being supported and endorsed by stupid-ass Kent Hovind. And I know there's a lot of Christians out there who still adore, and they're willing to let their Catholic priest or their preachers fuck little kids or endorse people who fuck little kids, because God is not enough for them. They have to have men who tell them how to live their lives and all that. Kent Hovind's never really been good at edifying or bringing people up because he's more of an egotistical narcissist. His big deal is he likes to fight atheists based upon the fact that they believe the universe came from nothing and that monkeys can turn into fucking people. It's one of the easiest things to debate and argue, and most atheists look stupid no matter who they get in the ring with whenever it comes to this supernatural theory that they have about how existence works. So, as most of you know, one of the big things that really fucked Kent Hovind like a dumb plum was the fact that he endorsed this wealthy-ass child molester, this fucking rapist. You see, Kent Hovind went to prison a while back due to tax evasion and a bunch of other bullshit, and he also did a little bit of fucking time for domestic abuse charges towards one of his many fucking wives. And since then, he decided to create a compound where he allows criminals and hypocrites like Matt Powell to live. In case I didn't mention it, Matt Powell has repeatedly said he wanted to take out homosexuals and child molesters, yet he lived with them down at Kent Hovind's little fucking barn in Alabama. So that's how that works out. So Matt Powell's, he doesn't, how shall I say, walk the talk, you know, follow his own preaching words, that kind of hypocritical bullshit. I don't mean to sound fucking petty, people, but there was a time where I really liked Kent Hovind and Matt Powell. There was a time where I respected these men and appreciated some of the bullshit they were up to. But finding out that they endorsed and supported this shit, while on the other hand, one side of their mouth saying that shit, and then the other side telling me that I'm not a good Christian. I cuss. Yeah. And lately I've been smoking fucking weed to help out some of the pain and suffering I've been going through, but that doesn't make me bad because the shit's legal. It makes me sick, ladies and gentlemen. It makes me hate this world. It makes me see the universe as a dumpster fire, and then I question God. I would need something to vomit on, and I don't want to vomit on my new fucking carpet that my wife paid for. So that's that. That's the story, ladies and gentlemen. The kitty fucker ended up getting arrested, but someone bailed him out. Apparently, you can go out and bang children nowadays, and the court systems ran by fucking liberals will simply make you pay a decent-sized fine, and you can get right back out there and start banging kids again.
What in the world was my point? Oh, yeah, taxes. It's like, we need that. We need that. That's what's made everything so awesome. That's what's made cities so awesome. And development in our streets and just everything. You know, just relax. Relax. It's going back in. It's just like people saying, "Oh, I'm not going to send my money to Kent Hovind because of whatever." All these stupid things. You know what is so crazy to me is that out of all of that stuff, all of the things that you guys say about that man, and nobody ever talks about what he's spending the money on. It's going back into DAL. Chill out on the taxes, all right? Pay him. Just pay him. But see, like people like Kent who are getting the gospel out and they're doing the right thing, they're blessed and happy all the time. Even with all this, I mean, I wish one of you guys out there would just try to stop for 1 second and think about if you were Kent. No matter what. Like, don't go, well, I would never do this. Blah, 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 blah. Just shut up, for 5 seconds. And imagine what that life has got to be. What you would feel in that position, because Kent does not feel the way you guys do. Trust me. He's happy all the time, I'm sure. He stresses every once in a while, but it passes quick, I'm sure. Because he's blessed.
It must have been love, but it's over now.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about that, Stephen, because I've heard you say that Cindy uses forms of witchcraft based on manipulation.
Let me ask you this, Mark, because you have like 2.5 seconds before I boot you out of here. Oh, because you always come in when you want to be confrontational. You never come to add fruits of the spirit to the conversation.
What are you talking about?
So if you want to conduct yourself like a gentleman and stay on topic, that's fine.
No,
but if you're just going to come in here and make petty swings, you're out of here. Like, no strikes. You're just gone.
I asked you a direct question based on the topic that you brought up.
And I'm going to give you a direct answer. Mark Stoney, you're not welcome back.
Well, let me ask you that same question. What's your biblical text to accuse Cindy of witchcraft?
All right.
Dude, Mark, get the hell out of here, dog.
I tried to let you be an adult, Mark, but like always, you're a pathetic little man-child, and you always have a negative agenda to take down Christianity, and I think you're a disgusting, disgusting human being. I tried to give you a second chance. You will not be welcomed back, just point blank. You can keep trying to come back, but I'm just going to keep rejecting you. Actually, no, you're banned from the studio. All right. Adios, amigo. And Adam, welcome. How are you today?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, Aiden? How you doing today?
What's up,
nothing
Aiden?
much. I just had a question for you, Stephen. You know, I heard your statement last night about how you bet your children's lives on Kent Hovind and his success of his relationship. I just wondered, wouldn't it be more appropriate if you weren't an absentee father that abandoned their children? You know, if you weren't to make those kind of comments and you weren't incredibly behind on your child support. Maybe then you might be a little bit more suited to make a comment like that. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know. What's your opinion on it?
My opinion
Aiden?
is the things you just expressed is a lot fake news, and I'm assuming it's from the Mark Stoney camp or possibly the crazy Robert Beatty camp. But I also regret to say, because of your incivility, you are out of here. So thank you for joining, Aiden. It must have been love, but it's over now.